of a duck. Hey, Jenny, you have the hand. I can't open it. All right, Clara. Oh, blimey. All his nibs.
Mr. Partridge. Hey, Mr. Partridge.
Now what's the trouble?
Can't open the blinking door.
Come out. You hear me? This is Victoria Station. Honey.
Some drunk sleeping it off.
Some gents traveling first class.
Oh, my word.
What? Jim, let's have your ladder. Yes, sir. Open that window.
Right.
I can't budge it, Mr. Partridge. Budge is the word. You'll have to smash it then. Right. Oh! Mr. Partridge, there's one. Not help. Fetch the police. Don't stand there gaping.
This must be the place.
Yes.
You'll have to wait here.
But I'm not going to let you go in a place like this alone.
You must really. I'll be all right.
This meeting is now called to order. The unfortunate death in a train of one of our members, Mr. James Murphy, who departed this life by his own act while of unsound mind, has necessitated this meeting.
That's what you say, Mr. Maydew. But how do you know?
A verdict of death by suicide was returned tonight. This is the second occasion that we have been brought together by the mishaps to our members. The first being the passing away by natural causes of the late Colonel Forrester, whose charming daughter so gracefully honors us with presence here tonight. It is agreed in the pact drawn up and formally attested to by its founders that should the Grim Reaper overtake one or more, the interests of the deceased in the society will be divided equally among the surviving members. It is also provided for in the pact that Miss Forrester becomes a participating member. Consequently, the interests of the late James Murphy will be divided equally among the seven of us. I move that my fee for the necessary legal representation, funeral expenses, and a modest urn for the ashes be defrayed by our organization. I understand from the widow that he expressed a preference for cremation.
I second that.
All those in favor will please signify by raising their hands. Mr. Wilson. Mr. Baker. Mr. Deering. Mr. Pyke. Yet? Good. Has any provision been made for the widow? None.
I presume that we could stretch a point in her favor.
Emphatically no. Things are complicated enough as they are.
Why did he want to kill himself?
Have you ever met his wife?
No.
No? Well, I have. A pest if there ever was one. He can attribute his death solely to the general deficiencies of one Annabelle Mary Murphy.
What would you deduce from this?
Obviously, an attempt to convey secret information.
Could you decipher it?
I could not, nor could you.
Would you like to bet?
Certainly.
How much?
Shilling.
My time is too valuable. The answer will be found in a large book because the numbers are large. I'd suggest the Bible. A client, Watson. Where? The widow standing under the street lamp.
A widow? Would you like to bet on that?
Of course.
Well, I'm not going down the street to ask her.
Ah. Won't be necessary. She's made up her mind.
So you deduce at a distance, eh?
Not in this case. I recognized her features. She's a Mrs. Murphy. Her husband was murdered 3 days ago.
You mean the man that was found dead in a train?
Exactly. Come in.
Mrs. Murphy to see you, sir.
Mr. Holmes, I'm in such a mess. Such a mess. My husband up and died without leaving me as much as a certain bit. It's a crying shame, Mr. Holmes. That's what it is.
Sit down and try to compose yourself.
Cut off without a farthing by an ungrateful good-for-nothing. Me, at my time of life. No dirty dog had a better wife. I've waited on him hand to mouth. Stood by his side morning, noon, and night. And what does the stinker do? He ups and kills himself and leaves his money to a trust. And Mr. Merridew, yes. And there's another stinker if I never saw another. Won't even let me have a sixpence. He won't even let me have a halfpenny, Mr. Holmes.
Thaddeus Merridew, the lawyer?
Yes, the thieving hound, the dirty rat.
One moment. You were married how long?
5 blessed long years.
Previous to your marriage, your husband served in the army.
You knew him?
Of him. He got a discharge in China.
Yes, that's right.
Then you married.
Yes, and I gave up everything, Mr. Holmes. You asked the proprietor of the Black Sow. He'll tell you. It was me that made that pub what it was.
And your husband had money.
Barrels of it. And when he wanted more, he used to come up to London and get it. It was that took him to London when he killed himself.
How do you know?
Well, Jim comes into my room. I was in bed with a piece of cucumber rind round my head, trying to cure an headache. He had a letter in his hand. See here, pig, he said. That was his pet name for me when he was drunk. I'm going up to London.
Did you read the contents of the letter?
Oh, it wasn't no letter. It was just a piece of doggerel.
Watson, make a note of Mrs. Murphy's address.
232 King's Cross Road. Then you'll undertake me, Mr. Holmes.
I'll take up your case.
Mind you, it'll have to be for love.
Love?
For Nick. I've noticed how you like working for nothing.
My interest is to bring the criminal to justice.
Well, never mind about justice. Never mind about the crime. All I want is my husband's lawful money. And I want you to slap that thieving lawyer's face right across between his greasy fat chop. Good night, Mr. Holmes. I'll be seeing you, and thank you kindly.
Good night, Miss Murphy. Deep water, Watson.
She needs some shady lawyer, not you.
Think so?
I'm amazed that you're wasting your energies on such a morbid trifle. Who is this Merridew?
London's most dangerous crook. The king of blackmailers. A gliding, slithy, venomous snake. Once in his power, he'll squeeze and squeeze until he's drained his victims dry. More than once I've had my net around him, but so far he's managed to wriggle his way out. The time has come, Watson. The time has come for Mr. Thaddeus Merridew.
And now, Miss Forrester and gentlemen, this concludes the meeting. I would like to have a word with you alone. I sincerely trust no further accidents will happen to occasion another meeting. You never can tell.
Are you going my way?
Which way do you go?
I go the other. That leads to a dead end.
That's the way I go.
Good night, then.
Good night.
You must never mention anything that transpired at this meeting tonight, or even that this meeting was held. I saw a young man standing on the corner as I came in.
Yes, my fiancé. He brought me here and is waiting for me.
Oh. Then you're thinking of the Marion?
Yes.
I wouldn't if I were you. That is, at least until you've consulted me.
But why?
I can't explain. In a short time, the society will no longer exist. Until its affairs are winded up, it would be most unwise for you to marry. Your father would not have wished it.
What had my father to do with these people?
Didn't he ever tell you?
No.
Then I must respect his silence. Remember, not a word to a living soul.
He's after me. He's after me.
Captain Pyke.
Oh! Oh!
Dead, shot through the heart. You wait here. What is it? What's happened? Are you hurt?
Someone. Look. It's disappeared. What does it mean?
The murderer must have had an accomplice and removed the body.
We must call the police.
No, the police will be here soon enough. We mustn't become involved.
But it's murder.
As you respect your father's memory, you must preserve a strict silence. Not a word. Come.
The body was pulled out of the Thames at 5 a.m. in the Limehouse district. The autopsy shows that death was caused by a bullet through the heart. The features, as you see, are unrecognizable, caused possibly by the battering of the head against the wall where the body was found. The widow identified the body by means of that ring.
Ah. A very rare and very beautiful ring, this tray.
There isn't the slightest doubt the deceased is Captain Pyke. The clothes were identified, initials on the collar and on the shirt. Further identifications are contained in these letters that were found in the clothing.
Where is the widow?
We asked her to wait. She's in the adjoining room.
Mrs. Pyke?
Yes. You are?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. When did you last see your husband alive?
We dined together last night at the Savoy Grill. He left me shortly after 9 o'clock. I never saw him again.
You're staying?
At the Savoy.
You've been in London how long?
About a week.
And you live where?
At the Grange Sugarness.
When your husband left you, did he inform you where he was going?
No, but I fancied it was on a matter of business. He was a man very precise in his habits. When midnight came, and there was no sign of him, I became rather alarmed.
Midnight should be a late hour for him.
Very. As the time went on, I became more and more worried. At last I informed the police. An hour ago, I received a message to come here. where I identified the body of my poor husband.
By the ring?
Yes.
Did he always wear a ring?
That one, yes. I gave it to him when we were married.
That would be...
About 6 years ago in China. It is an heirloom belonging to my family and has been handed down through generations.
I see. Permit me to express my sympathy for your great loss.
Thank you. Is that all?
By the way, should it become necessary, shall I communicate with you at the Grange or the Savoy?
Through my lawyer.
His name?
Mr. Thaddeus Merridew. Good morning, Mr. Holmes.
Well, what do you make of it?
Murder, unquestionably.
Is that all?
That's all I have to say.
What do you think?
I think that the lady is a liar.
It's not possible! What do you want with me?
The papers are full of the Pyke murder mystery. Seemed to me particularly senseless and futile. There was no motive. No motive. Peer deep down in the black heart of Thaddeus Merridew and you'll find a motive. You don't mean to suggest that he had anything to do with it, do you? I suggest nothing. Come in.
Inspector, it's strange to see you, sir.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson.
What's the matter? You look worried.
Worried? I'm up to my neck.
Again?
Before I can begin to finish one case, I'm plunged into another.
That's the penalty of being smart. You came to see me professionally.
Well, unofficially.
I see. Heads you win, tails I lose.
There's been a bad business during the night. An old gentleman. You'll find it a bit of a puzzler.
You mean you found it a bit of a puzzler?
We've left everything in status quo, hoping you'll favor us with an opinion.
Dead? Murder?
Suicide.
Come, Watson. Game is afoot.
He was well known as a stamp collector.
Very interesting. What is it, Holmes?
That leads out to the garden, seldom used to judge by the rusty hinges.
Good morning, Fred. Good morning.
You can see that I've left everything untouched.
If a herd of buffaloes passed along, it couldn't be a greater mess.
You can take a smoke. Thank you, sir. What do you think?
There's been murder done. The murderer was a man. He was in the prime of life, 6 feet in height, has small feet, wears square-toed boots, limps slightly on the left foot, and smokes Trichinopoly cigars.
If it was murder, how was it committed?
The assassin was in the house before his victim arrived. He hid in the recess behind the window. While there, he smoked a cigar. He fired a shot which hit the victim on the back of the head and then dragged the body to where you found it. He left and returned some while later to fire a second shot, this time through the mouth. You'll find the mark of a boot clearly imprinted on the congealed blood.
What was his object?
To obliterate the effect of the first, hoping by so doing to transfer the crime from that of murder to one of suicide. Bullet number 1 you will find in the wall on the farther side of the room. The other will be found embedded in the body of the murdered man. Come, Watson. We mustn't keep Mr. Merridew waiting. Mr. Holmes is still waiting, sir.
How long has it been now?
Fully 2 hours.
That's as it should be. You may show him in now.
Very good, sir.
Mr. Holmes, this is indeed a pleasure. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, but I had to digest my lunch.
This is my friend and partner, Dr. Watson.
How do you do? That's a port, gentlemen?
Thank you, no.
Cigar?
Thank you.
Be seated, gentlemen.
I represent Annabelle Mary Murphy.
Charming lady.
I'm empowered to act on her behalf.
Congratulations.
As you are doubtless aware, her husband came to a premature and sudden end.
Dear, dear.
My client is under an impression that certain monies belonging to the deceased are being unlawfully withheld from her.
By whom?
By you.
And you believe this delightful lady?
I'm paid to find out. An angry woman is hard to pacify. So I thought that an amicable discussion with you would put me in possession of certain facts with which I could prove to my client the absurdity of her claim.
I see. Is that all?
That is all.
Dear, dear, you're not smoking my cigar. You refuse to assist me. My dear Mr. Holmes, I have neither the information nor the authority. You see, until a few days ago, I was not aware that your distinguished client existed. In my profession, I deal with many cases impartially and legally without coming into personal contact with my client.
It won't do, Mr. Merridew.
Anything else?
May I trouble you for a pencil and paper?
Help yourself. Mr. Busybody Holmes.
By the way, I think you should know that another client of yours met his death last night. Mr. Malcolm Deering, found murdered. Good day, Mr. Merridew. Come, Watson. Cold-blooded monster. Well, I've given him something to think about.
Did you see what I saw? His feet.
What about it?
But they were small feet. And the boots
Well?
were square-toed. Square-toed.
Really?
Yes, and did you remark the brand of cigar?
Cigar?
Trichinopoly.
It was stenciled in big letters on the top of the box.
Is that all you observed?
Was there anything else?
100 things. Among them, the cipher to the code. A large book, Watson.
I saw no Bible.
Which will call Whitaker's Almanac a large.
Yes, indeed.
In that book will be found the message of the numbers.
Mr. Holmes.
Mrs. Pyke.
Holmes, what did you write on that sheet of paper?
A long shot in the dark, Watson. Was it lit of bullseye? Miss Forrester lives here, I believe. Tell her that Mr. Merridew wishes to see her. Mr. Thaddeus Merridew. And hurry.
Mr. Merridew calling to see you.
Miss Forrester. You're looking charming as ever. I see you received my flowers.
Thank you.
I sent them to soften the unexpectedness of my visit.
You come about the murder of Captain Pyke?
No. Have the police been pestering you?
No.
I was fortunate enough to keep your name out of it. Have you seen today's papers? Shocking. Shocking. Poor old gentleman. This is a very wicked world we're living in, Miss Forrester. This will necessitate another meeting. That's why I came myself to tell you. Safer. Too many eavesdroppers. Busybodies concerning themselves with other people's business. The same time, the same place, tomorrow night.
Oh, please don't ask me to go to that dreadful place again.
Well, unfortunately, in this case, I'm a servant, carrying out instructions. You've nothing to worry about. Not a thing. Not a thing in the world.
Oh, this is my, Mr. Sanford, Mr. Merridew.
Remember. I seem to see you every place.
Who is that man?
He's my lawyer.
Oh. I remember seeing him the other night. But what's he doing here?
Oh, please don't begin that all over again.
But Eileen, surely I have a right to know.
Oh, John, I'm so miserable. It's something that concerns Father. Just before he died, he sent for me. I remember his words. On my death, you'll find yourself well provided for. You'll be rich. Remember this name. He repeated it twice. Merridew. Should he communicate with you, follow his instructions, for through him will come this inheritance.
And the meeting 3 days ago?
Began the fulfillment of Father's words.
I think I'm beginning to understand. I thought I saw...
John! John!
He was a black-bearded man, ill-dressed, looked like a tramp.
How tall?
Ooh, quite tall.
Could you keep Miss Forrester under observation without her knowing it?
I don't understand. Is Eileen in danger?
In great danger. You were wise in coming to see me. Should anything unforeseen occur, get in touch with me. Go to her. Remember, get in touch with me.
We're getting on, Watson. I'm glad to see you in a more cheerful mood.
We've done remarkably well.
I'm pleased. I admit I could do with a little explanation. I, too, feel a little curious. I considered the claims of Whitaker's almanac. As I suspected, the large number represented the page, the second, the small number, the column, and the other figures the message. You'll find it decoded on the table.
Meeting of Scarlet Ring, Tuesday, Limehouse. M.
Very due. Possibly. Tomorrow will appear in the personal column of the Daily Telegraph a second message, a request for information.
Your message?
My message.
And the next step?
The need of fresh air will take me in the country tomorrow. In the meantime, relaxation, music. I hope I won't bore you.
Not if you make it soft.
Things are getting worse and worse. I hear tell as how they'll get more worser before they gets less worser. Same as I say. That were a very bad business about Captain Pyke. A very bad business. Same as I say. I hear tell us how the old... And I almost broke this old back of mine a weed in their old garden. And to look at it now, you'd think I'd spent all my time in here. Morning, sir. Morning. Morning. How far is the Grange from here? Some will tell you 4 miles, and some will tell you 5. But I say it's more than 4 and less than 5. Is there any means of getting there besides walking? Bless your heart, yes, sir. I've an old trap. I'll harness up old Caesar, and old Willie will drive you over. Do you take anything to drink? Wouldn't come amiss. Scotch and splash. Put a bottle on the table, some glasses, and a siphon of soda. Come in, sir, come in. Lord love us, it feels good to be busy again. You're a godsend to him, sir. He hasn't had a paying customer for a long time. Sir. Before you can say Jake Robinson. Help yourself. Thank you, sir. Just a little drop, sir. Say when. When? Well, here's your very good health, sir. I feel like a new man, sir. Well, and now give the new man a drink. Righto, sir. When? Is your very good health again, sir? Good health. Were you born in these parts? I've never seen none other. Worked for the Pyke family all my life. Till I got tired of working. Got this old backache from weeding their plaguey old garden. Then you would remember the late captain. And his father, and the old gentleman of Foley's father. See that dent? That belongs to Captain Pyke. A mark caused possibly by the imprint of a stone. And right you are, sir. Many a good-looking young Master Robin got for chucking stones at me, sir. Sounds as though the young man was somewhat wild. Wild? He was a holy terror. Ready and waiting, sir? I've harnessed up old Cedar, and he's ready to go. You must tell me some more on the way over. Better bring the bottle. Righto, sir. Scotch is sure good for the backer. Steady, Caesar, steady. He's hard to handle when he's raring to go, sir. You were saying? You can't make English gentry out of the heathen Chinese, no how. Not in these parts. Very difficult, I imagine. When the captain was alive, did he stay here often? Until last Tuesday, we ain't seen nothing on him for close nigh on to 2 years. Shall we have one, sir? You take 2. Right, that's it.
The old back feels better already, sir. Magic. There's the Grange now, sir. Looks at his servants there now. Well, not what you might call real servants, sir. There's Daft Dolly, and well you might have to be to keep that place. I kept it for 30 years. Stop a moment. Whoa, Caesar. I'll walk the rest of the way. I'm in a hurry. Wait here for me. I won't budge an inch. I beg your pardon. Is your mistress in?
No, sir.
Where is she?
London town.
I understand that this house is for sale. I may wish to buy it. I look it over.
Mistress, such a good looker, such eyes. She walks like a cat. Such a figure, such a fine bit of goods.
Buzz.
Mistress sleeps here. Ain't you feeling good?
It's my heart. Water, quick.
Just a minute, just a minute. Drink this.
Got time. Telephone for a doctor.
Oh, dear. We haven't got any phone in the house.
Let's go for one.
Doctor's a good 5 miles away.
Fetch him. Hurry. Run.
All right. I'll run.
It's so kind of you to come. Knowing my late husband as intimately as you did, I felt I could turn to no better person to help me through this trying time.
Well, you know, anything I can do.
You are very nervous today.
Well, I can't help it. Look at my hands. You know, I'm trembling all over. There. That'll stop the rattling at any rate.
My late husband always spoke of you in the warmest terms. And you know the high regard in which I've always held you.
Oh, have you?
Can you doubt it? You are the only one who knows my husband's affairs. Everything has been left in the most terrible disorder. My house in the country will be sold. I wonder if you could spare the time.
Yes?
You could be my guest over the weekend. And we could go through his papers together.
Well, you know, with pleasure. I could do with a bit of a change.
We could drive down. Would tonight be possible?
Tonight? No. You see, I've got an important meeting tonight.
Then tomorrow.
Tomorrow. May I make a little confession? You know, Mrs. Pyke, I've always admired you tremendously.
Baker.
Oh, it's you, is it?
Who do you think it was? Where are the others?
I'm the first one here.
There's a rat among us.
Yes, and he's facing me, seated on a chair.
Aye. Someone has given away the code. Anyone supplying information concerning the Scarlet Ring will be rewarded. Apply Sherlock Holmes, 221A Baker Street. It's one of us, that's certain. We can leave a girl out of it. Can't be that dumb Chinaman. There remains you, myself, and married you.
Well, it's not me. On my oath.
Or me, I swear it.
Then it's...
I thought that snake was double-crossing me.
But it's getting on my nerves.
It's like living a nightmare.
First Murphy, then Pyke, then Dealing. Who'll be next? Suppose someone was to supply information to Sherlock Holmes.
Then it would all come out.
No, Holmes is different from the police. He protects clients.
Holmes works with the police. What's in the back of your mind?
I want a fighting chance. I want to leave. This suspense is getting on my nerves. It's killing me.
What suspense? Well, pray be seated, gentlemen. I overheard your conversation. It's most illuminating.
We are not going on.
No? And why not, Frank?
I don't want to die like Murphy.
Or be found dead like Pyke.
No, perhaps you'd like to spend the rest of your lives in prison, No, my friends, crime brought you together, and by crime you will stick together. Gentlemen, in a few more days, the Scarlet Ring will cease to exist.
We'll cease to exist, you mean?
I have just received word from the agent in Antwerp that the plunder has finally been disposed of. This time next week, the principal will be in my hands. A small, unimportant matter of some £1 million, to be divided equally among us. £200,000 apiece. £200,000.
And meanwhile?
You waited for 5 years. What's a matter of a few days?
Yeah, what guarantee is there we'll be alive to receive it?
None. Of course, if it were a question of your life without the money, it might be arranged.
How?
Letter in the form of a deed of gift relinquishing your right to any benefits accruing to the society.
And give up £200,000?
It might ensure your life.
I'd see you burn first.
Shh. Not a word. Well, Miss Forrester, this is a pleasure. Come in. Won't you sit down? And now to business. Miss Forrester and gentlemen, again I have the pleasure of presiding at this meeting.
Hello? One moment. Mr. Stanford. Yes? Where?
Oh, thank heaven you come. I followed her here and phoned you immediately. She went into the side door.
There were 4 others, a lawyer, 2 white men, strangers, and a Chinaman.
When it comes, it won't come from the sky.
Oh, shut up.
Oh?
I'm on fire. Life's worth more to me than money.
Yours may be, mine isn't. Shall we walk to the station together?
No, you go ahead.
She's inside. They left her inside.
Eileen! Go, get in the fresh air! You came in the nick of time. Get her home. Don't let her out of your sight. Guard her.
Speaking as a medical man, it is extremely dangerous to run at your age and with your wit.
Could I have a glass of water, please?
Sit down.
No. Oh. Thank you. I must apologize for bursting in like this, Mr. Holmes.
I'm Dr. Watson. I don't know when Mr. Holmes will be back. Please wait.
Thank you. Come in. Sit down. Cigarette? Any luck? Too bad. I have here the securities. Easily negotiable for £1 million. The Chinaman yet is devoted to his mistress. Doubtless a generous present will satisfy him. On account of Holmes, I cannot impress upon you too sufficiently the necessity for speed.
Everything must be finished tomorrow night in the Grange. I will make all the arrangements.
You've got to help me, Mr. Holmes. If you don't, I'm a doomed man. Not 10 minutes ago, an attempt was made on my life. You see, I live in Evelyn Street. I was on my way there. I was about to cross the road, and some instinct made me leap back. And as I did, a car, driven with terrific speed and coming on the wrong side of the road, whizzed by me. How I escaped was a miracle.
Did you by any chance see the occupant of the car?
Yes, as it flashed by me, I caught a glimpse of the driver, a black-bearded man.
Is there anyone who would benefit by your death?
Yes, 4 persons. You see, Mr. Holmes, there's an estate to be settled up. And if I should go out, well, they get my share.
Is any one of them capable of committing a crime?
Yes, 3 of them.
How much is your share of this estate?
£200,000.
Naturally, you would wish to live to enjoy it. When were you in China last?
I was never in China.
Come, sir. Then the tattooing above the right wrist?
Well, that was done in England.
You must be mistaken. That particular yellow is to be found only in China. What made you come to me?
Well, you see, Mr. Holmes, I'd heard of your reputation.
How did you know my address? Aren't you here in answer to my advertisement? Were you not returning from the Limehouse? Are you not a member of the Scarlet Ring? Is it not a fact that 3 of your members have met with very sudden ends and you're terrified lest their fate befall you?
Why, you must be the devil himself.
Answer me.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, but I'm helpless. I'm up against some power that no precaution can guard against.
Go straight home and lock yourself in your house.
But it's very old and easily broken into.
You a cellar. Bomb-proof. Hide there. On second thought, we'll see you at Weybridge Street. Take a revolver, Watson.
Mr. Holmes, do you think there's any hope?
Obey my instructions implicitly, and I can promise you almost a chance. Tomorrow, leave town.
You see, Mr. Holmes, I had intended that. You see, I know a little place in the country that is secluded, miles away from any place. It belongs to the widow of an acquaintance of mine. The lady is an Oriental, an Asiatic. As a matter of fact, she's Chinese.
Mrs. Pyke, when you arrive at the Grange near Shubin Nest, you'll probably be given the room next to the ladies. You'll find a door connecting the 2 rooms. Keep it locked. Arrive there neither before nor later than 9 o'clock. On your arrival, pretend a headache.
Pretend one? Oh, Mr. Holmes.
Go straight to your room. If you value your life, then open the door.
Baker! I got him too. Poison.
Why, dear, says he, for me. And that's the last I seed of him.
A regular queerin', free with his money, same as I say.
He must have been a pickle when he was a lad. Dolly ran all the way to fetch Dr. Smallwood. And she and Smallwood now burst a blood vessel trying to get to him. And when they found him, he wasn't there. And nary a one of them ever set eyes on him again.
Same as I say. Company. Evening, gentlemen, evening. I think it would make way for the gents.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Take anything to drink? Wouldn't come amiss. Scotch and splash? Scotch and splash? How did you know, sir? Thank you, sir. Give your orders, gentlemen. Put a bottle on the table. Glasses and siphon soda. Bottle of whiskey. 4 glasses. 5 Gentlemen. All right. Hurry up. I told you how many. 4 glasses. There you are, sir. More
brings you gentlemen round these here parts?
This friend of mine belongs to the medical profession. A patient of his has escaped, an old gentleman, a very dangerous character. That's the reason for all these wardings.
An old gentleman? Wearing a cape? Stoops a bit? Big in the belly?
You've seen him?
Have I seen him? Yes, sir. And Dolly at the Grange seen him. And Dr. Smallwood ought to seen him, but he never said I... Another beer? Thank you very kindly, sir.
Pay the bill, Watson. And take care of this gentleman.
Come along. What do you have?
Well, I'm here's hoping that we get him.
Who?
Dash my buttons if I know. My mind has never been in such a fog.
It's time to leave.
Gregson should be there by now. We'll have the Grange so well surrounded a cat couldn't get through without being seen. Come along, men.
Mr. Holmes, something terrible has happened. Miss Forrester has disappeared.
Disappeared? But I told you to guard her.
But I couldn't understand your telegram.
Telegram? What telegram?
Instructing me to meet you at Dover.
Are you mad?
I don't know. I'm almost insane with worry.
Go on.
Well, I arrived at Dover and suspected it was a hoax. I turned to London immediately. Fortunately, I have a racing car. Arriving there, I went straight to Eileen's house. She'd gone. May told me that she left in the early afternoon with a strange woman.
A Chinese woman?
Yes. I called you, but you left. When I gave my name to your housekeeper, she told me where I could locate you. Oh, Mr. Holmes, what could have happened? Or where could she be?
Come, Lestrade, there's not a moment to lose.
Mr. Holmes is late.
Are you sure you're not mistaken?
I had written instructions to bring you here. You saw them.
Perhaps the fog.
I certainly be here. If not tonight, then tomorrow morning.
Who's that?
Strange. I seldom heard.
Stop! You open that door, and I'll choke the life out of you.
Mr. Wilson, have you lost your reason?
Tell her if he opens that door, he'll never live to open another.
Confident.
Who is it?
Telegraph, wire. Telegram for Miss Forrester.
I'll give it to her. Good news? Excuse me.
Hey, what is it? What is it?
What does it mean?
Here, I'm going to bed. Miss Forrester, when you go to your room, lock your door. Shh. And keep it locked. What's the matter? I'm rather chilly. Who's that?
It's me, sir.
Did you deliver the telegram?
Yes, sir.
To Miss Forrester herself?
I'll give it to one lady to give to the other, sir.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Don't let me go to her.
Wait.
I'll never do it again.
What?
Stand about all night without a flask.
Look, Holmes. Over there. Drop your gun. Well, Inspector?
I checked up on all points. No one could have slipped through.
Good night, my dear. My bedroom is just across the corridor. If you should want me for anything, don't hesitate to call me.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Wilson, are you in bed?
Yes, yes. Sorry. Good night.
Good night.
Who's that? Gregson. He's here. Came by boat. When? 15 minutes ago.
Why didn't you let me know sooner?
It's this fog. Our men lost their bearings.
Watch the front of the house. Come. Come.
All right, you stay here. Very good.
I thought you would never come.
This cursed fog. Where's the girl?
At the end of the corridor.
Good. Wilson,
He's locked his door.
get him out. Offering any inducement. It's in the house. It's Eileen. That's Eileen.
Mr. Wilson! Quick! Miss Forrester! Something terrible has happened!
Eileen, my darling, are you all right?
Help! Murder! Help!
Break it down.
Help! Holmes! Holmes! Holmes!
Are you all right?
Quite all right. Thank you, Watson. Take them downstairs. As I suspected.
Captain Pyke.
You were charged with the murders of James Murphy, Malcolm Deering, and William Baker.
And this woman?
As an accomplice. Take him away.
I saw him killed.
You saw him pretend to be killed. It was he who attacked you.
He was shot.
No shot broke that window. He broke it himself.
But the blood.
Animal blood. On a sponge. Merridew, of course, was in on it. Mr. Holmes, there's a second man outside. Came the car. I thought it my duty to detain him. Bring him in.
Well, 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 Mr. Holmes. This is indeed a surprise.
What are you doing here?
Well, surely a man has a right to visit his own house. I own the mortgage on this place. I've invited some friends down for the weekend to discuss some business.
Won't do, Merridew.
Arrest him. Well, this is rather a high-handed procedure. What are the charges, Holmes?
The gravest possible. That of being accessory to the murders of James Murphy, Malcolm Deering, and William Baker. And with the attempted murder of Jabez Wilson and Miss Eileen Forrester.
Rather a tall indictment. I think you'd better have their bracelets. May I help you?
I've more than enough if...
Then who can tell? I say, who can tell?
This will need promotion, this trade.
I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes. But how you did it beats me.
Simple enough. Simple.
Simple?
By the examination of the footsteps in the garden of Mr. Deering's house, thoroughly certain of the murderer's description. You'll remember the ring. There was no mark to indicate that it had remained on that finger for a period of 6 years as stated by his mistress.
His wife, you mean?
Mistress, Watson. Mistress.
Well, you ought to know.
And the Scarlet Ring?
Perhaps you'll remember the disappearance of the Mandarin's gems in China some years ago.
Perfectly.
To realize on gems of international repute would be a ticklish matter?
Very. That'd have to be broken up piece by piece and then disposed of carefully and slowly.
Exactly. The Scarlet Ring was formed by the instigators of the original crime to protect the receiving end.
What was Pyke's motive?
Greed. The last survivor will become the recipient of the entire booty. I think it will be found that Pyke was the original ringleader. But Mr. Wilson could furnish us with an answer to that. Not one word.
We shall never forget you, Mr. Holmes.
Rather not, sir.
You must invite me to the wedding.
Perhaps you'll give me away.
I appreciate the compliment, but I never give a lady away, except I'm professional. Come down. They'll send you when they need you.
A body found floating in the River Thames. Bad side began for Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard. It might be a troublesome case, it might not be. He didn't know at first. But for Sherlock Holmes, it was to prove one of the most gruesome and dangerous cases of his career. For him, it began one evening a few days before the body was found. Writing another monograph, Holmes?
Nothing so exotic, my dear fellow. I'm trying to balance my bank account.
Oh.
I don't know why banks will make such an elaborate and complicated affair of what is basically a simple and beautiful business, putting money in and taking it out.
Well, I think it's the taking it out that complicates it for them.
Curious. I've never seen anything quite like this. Very curious.
What do you make of it, Holmes?
A diamond, obviously. A yellow diamond.
I thought it might be.
Yes, in the curious shape of a left eye tooth.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Where'd you find it?
Well, I was down by the East Quay. I went down to the waterfront for a stroll. I saw the thing shining, it caught my eye. But who'd use a diamond tooth?
Brazilian, possibly.
Why Brazilian?
Well, yellow diamonds are most common in Brazil, and there's a sort of habit or a custom amongst Brazilian diamond mine owners to sport a diamond tooth. It's to show their affluence, you know.
It sounds a barbarous custom.
I'd say that the cutting is worth more than the stone itself.
Well, what shall I do with the thing?
Oh, why not put an advertisement in the Times?
That's a good idea. Chap must be quite uncomfortable without his tooth. righty. Found 1 diamond tooth. Found 1 left upper diamond tooth. Lost. 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 Everything's lost in this lost and found column. You've noticed that, Holmes? Ah, here we are. Found 1 diamond tooth. Will owner kindly apply 221B Baker Street? Do you think anyone will answer this?
If no one does, you'll earn a diamond tooth, won't you? Could I have half the paper, Watson?
Oh, well, there you are. Thank you. Anyway, a diamond's a diamond, even if it is a tooth.
Sir, I believe you have an advertisement in the Times.
Come in, my dear sir. Yes, indeed, we have an advertisement in the Times. Indeed, this is Mr. Sherlock Holmes, Mr.
Harry Harkins, clerk with Hedges and Thomas, accountants.
Good morning, Mr. Harkins.
Good day, sir.
Now, sir, you've lost a diamond tooth.
Yes, sir. From here.
Oh, yes, that's strange. Oh, well, tell me, where did you lose it?
As near as I can recollect, somewhere around the East Quay docks.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Yes, sir, that's it, all right.
An accountant, did you say?
Yes, sir. If you don't mind, sir, may I have my tooth, then I won't disturb you gentlemen anymore.
You're not disturbing us in the least, Mr. Harkins. Thank you, Watson. I gather your firm does business with shipping companies, which accounts for your presence in the docks.
Yes, sir.
It makes you hanker after the old days at sea, I expect.
Old days at sea, sir? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. I've never been to sea.
Excuse me. Hi there, Inspector. Come on in.
Ah, good morning, Dr. Watson. I'm glad I found you. Oh, hello, Holmes.
Oh, morning, Lestrade. May I introduce Mr. Harkins? This is Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard.
I'm delighted to meet you, sir. Delighted. Dr. Watson.
Yeah?
I wanted to ask you if you...
About the body they fished out of the Thames a little while ago.
Yes, how did you know?
Well, your shoes and the bottoms of your trousers are wet.
I might have stepped in a puddle.
Hasn't rained for a week, Lestrade. Besides, that particular reddish mud comes from the Thames embankment near New Quay. Any place in London you'll find it.
A body?
Well, only a body would bring you to Baker Street without bothering to change your shoes and trousers. Ah, I was waiting for that. Go on, Lestrade, after him.
There he goes! I did Lestrade. I said that way.
Well, I'm sorry, Dr. Watson. I thought you said that way.
Well, it's too late now. We'll never catch him. He got away. Holmes jumped from the back of the cab.
Well, at least he didn't get his tooth.
Would one of you two gentlemen mind telling me why I was chasing that little man?
Well, yes, you see, I found a diamond tooth and advertised for the owner. This chap turned up. He's obviously a faker. But how do you spot him, Holmes?
As soon as he opened his mouth. You see, Watson, Harkins' missing tooth was a right eye tooth, whereas this diamond tooth is a left eye tooth.
Diamond teeth, right eye tooth, left eye tooth. Dr. Watson, the official postmortem isn't until late this afternoon, but I would take it as a great favor if you would examine the body now.
Oh, my dear Inspector, I'd be absolutely delighted. Why, of course. Oh, if anyone asks for me, Holmes, just tell them that I'm on a little job for Scotland Yard, will you? And just take any messages.
At your service, my dear doctor.
Now, wait a minute. What about this man I was chasing?
Oh, nothing very much. He was just after this diamond tooth, that's all.
Yes, but where did that come from?
It came from the body you fished out of the river this morning. You coming?
Oh, yeah.
Rigor mortis is set in fully.
He's a giant of a man. 6'4" at least. About 18 stone. Must have been as strong as a horse. Probably died of drowning. There's no sign of a wound, is there, Doctor?
No, but I don't think he was drowned, Lestrade. He did occasional diamond cutting. How do you know that? Oh, the condition of the left thumb, characteristic of diamond cutters. Yet the callosity is not a deep one, showing the trade was casual.
Oh, might have been a cobbler.
Well, then it'd have been the right thumb. In any case, his clothes don't indicate a humble profession. Well, Watson, we leave him in your practiced hands, with a word of caution.
About what?
The very thing that was worrying you. This man obviously didn't die under ordinary circumstances. Well, come, Lestrade. And now to identify the man, Lestrade.
May take a few days, you know.
We can't spare a few days. We must do it in a few hours while Watson is completing his examination.
A few hours? Come now, Holmes. What with your magnifying glass?
Common sense, Lestrade. Tell me, how many Brazilian and Portuguese dentists do you think there are in London?
What's that got to do? Oh, I see. Trace him through his dentist, eh?
An excellent suggestion, Lestrade. I'm so glad you thought of it. Yes, we'll do precisely that.
Yes.
Senor Gomez?
Si, I am Senor Gomez. You have the toothache?
No, I'm afraid I haven't, senor. I'm so sorry. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard.
How do you do?
Scotland Yard? The police? But, senors, I have done nothing wrong. If Signor Martinez say I pull out his tooth without his permission, he is a liar.
We've come in a different matter, Mr. Gomez. A matter of a diamond tooth, to be exact.
You wish a diamond tooth?
No.
You, senor, you wish to have your teeth fixed, huh?
No, I'm afraid not. Not today.
For a Portuguese dentist in London, life, she is miserable. The English, they do not come. And the Portuguese, they come, but they have teeth like pearls.
Aha. Fish, I presume.
See, fish. Oh, fish, they eat nothing but fish. Fish, they make teeth strong. If I could, I would take out all the fish in the sea and like that. I hate fish.
Yes, a very understandable sentiment, senor. But tell me, do you have a patient with a diamond tooth?
Si, Francesco Vargas.
An eye tooth?
Si, left upper eye tooth. Put in many years ago when he had great mine in Brazil.
Big chap?
Oh, giant.
That's him, Holmes.
It would appear so, Lestrade. Tell me, this Senor Vargas, what business is he engaged in?
Oh, I think he imports the diamonds.
Well, thank you very much, senor. Well, we won't trouble you any more, Dr. Gomez.
Perhaps you have a friend that needs the repairs to the teeth.
Yes, possibly I have. Yes, indeed I have. A doctor friend of mine. No, but on second thoughts, I seem to remember he's rather partial to fish.
Oh.
Good day, Doctor.
Good day.
Fish. Always fish. Santa Madonna.
Well, you were right, Holmes.
Oh, was I?
You're drowned, eh?
No. No water in the lungs.
Well, the body showed no cuts or lacerations.
I know. Not even a bruise. It's amazing, Holmes. Downright uncanny. Of course, there was an advanced state of rigor mortis, which concealed the condition.
What condition?
Well, practically every bone in his body was broken.
Great Scott, is that what he died of?
I don't know how, Lestrade, but this man was literally crushed to death.
How?
Well, that man was a giant, too, yet he was literally crushed like a fly.
Well, there's one thing, Holmes. It certainly wasn't your little man.
Well, hardly. It took a superhuman force to kill him.
Not superhuman, my dear fellow.
No? Then what?
Inhuman, Watson. Inhuman.
Case of a diamond tooth. You know, although I don't really approve of this disguise business, I must say I've got a great knack for it. I always thought I had acting talent.
Yes, yes, Watson. I'd say a bosun's mate at least.
Yeah. You know, I still don't know what we're doing all dressed up like this.
Well, from now on, we're a couple of unemployed mariners looking for berths aboard a ship.
Oh. I say, Holmes, there's nothing, illegal about this, is there?
Oh, now, really, Watson, your lack of faith shocks me.
Oh, no, dear chap, I didn't
Yes,
mean...
yes, quite. Now, Watson, when you found that diamond, did you happen to notice a pub in the vicinity of the river?
A pub? Now, let me see. Well, not that I really noticed one, you understand, but there must be lots in the vicinity. Why don't we look for the closest?
We'll do just that.
Well, I still don't see, my dear chap, what we're doing.
If we're successful, my dear fellow, we might even sail for Brazil.
Brazil?
Yes.
Oh, Brazil, I'd like that.
I tell you, mate, the sea's going to the dogs these days, what with all this newfangled steam. Steam, now I ask you.
Progress. Sails was good enough for me, old man. Sails is good enough for me.
Evening, lads. No import, ain't ya?
Aye, and it's a fierce thirst we got on us tonight, my darling. What will you be taking for it, Patrick? A pint of bitter?
I'd like to find a bitter.
Well, a pint of mild for me, please, miss. This is such a pretty little colleen, you can make it half and half.
So, you trying to mix me up, sailor?
Now, why would I be after doing that, my darling? What? You're sure this is the pub near where you found the diamond?
I think so. It looks the same from the outside.
What part you out of, mates?
Shanghai, me old shikari.
Shanghai? I know it well, I do. I hear Butcher Jimmy's got himself sliced up. How is the butcher?
Butcher? Well, we didn't stay very long in port. We sort of rather popped in and popped out.
Why, had I seen you before, sailor? Weren't you in here the other night for a pint?
Who, me? Oh, I...
Oh, I suppose not. Regular tough, that chap was.
Oh, really?
Drank his beer without spilling a drop.
No.
But blimey, if you took off that beard, you'd be the spitting image of him.
If I took off my beard, if I took off my...
Where you sailing for, mates?
Well, you may believe it or not, but I've an inkling for Brazil.
The Vasco da Gama sails for Brazil first thing tomorrow morning.
Straight for Brazil?
Aye, straight.
Star of the South sailing tomorrow morning, too. Putting a couple of days ago from Brazil. But she ain't going straight back. Puts in first in Antwerp, she does.
Antwerp. Center of the diamond industry, Holmes.
I wouldn't sail in the Star of the South, I wouldn't. Not under Captain Lancy.
Hard case skipper, is he?
Oh, proper demon of a man.
Slap me in irons as soon as bid you good day.
What's this tooth Captain Lancer did the other night? Raised a regular fuss about it, looking everywhere.
How could the blighter lose his tooth?
Easy. Fell out. Lost me a rubber plate that way once.
Yeah. Did he find his tooth?
No, couldn't find it nowhere.
Hey, mate.
What?
Not you. You. Been sailing long?
Since I was a nipper, cabin boy.
Say, mate. A word with you in private. I'd be careful of your pal there, mate. Ain't what he seems to be.
He's in disguise. Look at them whiskers.
Probably out to do you in.
Thanks, me old boy. I'll take care of him. Patrick! We're going to see Captain Clancy this time on the Star of the South. We'd better be off.
Right you are, mate. You don't bite.
Come on, Rosie, fill him up.
What's the matter, Watson? disappeared. It's dropped in the water. Never mind about that. Come on. Yes, I know, but...
I'm going below, Watson. You better stay on deck.
No, I'm coming with you.
Now, there's an element of danger involved.
What do you think there is up here?
Yeah, well, perhaps you're right at that.
What are we looking for, Holmes?
The murder of Francisco Vargas.
Who murdered him?
Our visitor, Harry Harkins. Look, Watson. The lantern, crushed and broken, just like Vargas.
Great Scott. Do you mean Vargas was killed in here?
I'm beginning to think so. We better get out of here, Watson. We're in extreme danger. That, Mr. Holmes, is an understatement.
Harkins?
Only this morning, Watson, when it suited his convenience. At all other times, Captain Lancy of the Star of the South. I had an idea you'd be on my trail. They tell me you're a smart man, so I've been waiting for you. You're a clever man too, Captain. Quite ingenious. Tell me, did you plan to kill Vargas when you sailed from Brazil? Or did you do it on the spur of the moment? I'm not an impulsive man, Mr. Holmes. So you were prepared then when he came to collect the diamonds you'd smuggled in for him. How did you lure him down here? Would he expect me to hand over the diamonds where the crew might see us?
You never killed Vargas. You're not strong enough.
Aye, but ask your friend how I did it. He'll tell you.
No good, Holmes. Bolted it.
Quickly, Watson, we've got to get out of here.
Well, how?
No, not that door. There's a cargo door behind those crates. Come on.
Let's get to it.
There's a rope here, Watson. It'll help us move that crate.
Ah, Watson! Holmes! Holmes! It's a boa constrictor, Watson. Get out of here. Get out of here quickly. Hold on if you can.
Come with me. If you can. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
That was a nice piece of deduction you did, Holmes, but you know, you really ought to have let the Yard handle this case.
In my present condition, I'm inclined to wish I had.
How did you deduce that it was a boa constrictor?
Well, I could think of nothing else that would strangle a huge man like Vargas. The boa constrictor comes from South America, and both Vargas and the diamonds pointed to Brazil.
You know, if Lancy hadn't lost that diamond tooth that he took from Vargas before he threw the body overboard...
Ah, yeah, and if he hadn't been greedy and answered that advertisement...
Yes, but he did lose the tooth, Watson, and he did answer the advertisement. Oh, Watson.
Yes, Holmes?
I must say, that was very quick thinking on your part in the ship.
Hmm? Oh, well, you know, there's time and men of action must step in. Not only think quickly, but act quickly. You know how it is? Oh.
One of the most unusual cases which Sherlock Holmes was ever called upon to solve began at a small private school for boys in the north of Belgium. The boys' dormitory at 4 in the morning, lighted by a full moon, looked quiet and peaceful. It would have been difficult to imagine that here began a train of events which filled 4 graves before it was stopped.
Antoine. He has gone out.
Didn't you try to stop him?
I called his name. Either he did not hear or pretended not to. I was afraid to startle him. This time, it's you.
Monsieur Caron, is there nothing wrong?
No. Nothing, Antoine. Go back to sleep.
What are you going to do? The police?
It will be the end of my career. We'll have to close the school.
Send the boy away?
Would that stop it?
I suppose not.
It's horrible. 3 deaths in 3 months. Each one foretold by the writing on the church steps.
I still think the police...
No.
But your own life.
I've never felt in better health. And if I'm careful to keep out of drafts and avoid falling downstairs.
How can you joke at a time like this? There's a man in London. He's solved cases even more hopeless than this.
Sherlock Holmes?
You thought of him? Let me write to him.
And ask him to do what?
To come here, investigate. Find out who is responsible for those deaths and how a schoolboy can tell in advance who is next to die.
And have the school invaded? Our teachers questioned? Our boys terrorized? I'll do my own investigating, Mademoiselle Grande. In my own way.
Some weeks later, a letter arrived at Baker Street. Holmes read it over once to himself and then aloud to me.
Dear sir, it will be a source of eternal regret to me that I allowed myself to be dissuaded from writing to you sooner, Mr. Holmes. Now Mr. Carolan is dead of natural causes, the doctor says, though I am not sure he isn't mistaken. I pray that you will come to Arno without delay and lend us your assistance in putting an end to these ghastly occurrences. Respectfully yours, Mary Grand. You deduce that the writer of the letter was young?
I'll go further than that. I'm prepared to wager that she's madly attractive to boot.
Better and better. And on what do you base these interesting conclusions?
Wishful thinking, my dear chap, wishful thinking.
Then wish no more. She is both young and attractive, with hair the color of autumn honey.
Oh, did you read that between the lines?
No, this came with the letter. A lovely color, you'll admit, Watson. And from a beautiful young woman at that.
Now, come, Holmes, that's neither logical nor factual, and you know it.
You aren't the only one privileged to think wishfully, my dear Watson.
Bravo. So you're going to take the case?
Yes, and if you pack for us both, I'll arrange for tickets.
The boat train took us to Dover. By mid-morning the following day, Holmes and I were sitting in the headmaster's study at the Arno school in the presence of Mademoiselle Mary Grand, who was indeed extremely attractive, with hair the exact shade of autumn honey.
Then you're quite sure you've told me everything, Mademoiselle Grand?
That is only the matter of the old woman, but I don't think it's important.
Well, let me be the judge of that, mademoiselle.
Her name is Madame Soulet. She's a harmless, feeble-minded woman who sells charms and love philters for the ignorant. Some have called her a witch.
I see. And what is her part in this affair?
She admits she went to see those whose names were written on the church steps and offered to sell them some charms against the evil omen.
That's most interesting. Did any of the other victims purchase these charms?
I can only speak for Monsieur Carolan. He did not.
And what about the others? Were they persons of wealth?
No. Two were quite poor. The third one moderately well off. We have no really wealthy people here in Arno, Mr. Holmes.
Except, of course, the Count de Passevant.
You know the Count?
No, indeed. I only happened to pass a carriage on the way boasting his coat of arms. However, I should like to have a word with this Madame Soulet, if that can be arranged.
You have only to go to her house. It's on the edge of town, on the North Road. Monsieur Manelli, this is Monsieur Holmes and his friend Dr. Watson. Monsieur Manelli, our new headmaster.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Now that you're here, Mr. Holmes, we have hopes at last of getting to the bottom of this terrible affair.
Thank you, sir. I can only hope to do my best.
Mademoiselle Grand has given you all the facts?
All the facts at her command. Perhaps you can supply some additional ones.
I am sorry, no. Mademoiselle Grand was the favorite member of the faculty here. She had Monsieur Carolan's confidence, not I.
I see.
And now that I've had the honor of meeting you gentlemen, I hope you will forgive me if I go to meet my class.
But certainly.
By the way, mademoiselle, Dr. Dimanche is waiting in the vestibule. Did you send for him?
Yes, I did. I'll go and fetch him. I'll be back directly.
But the boy, Holmes, the boy, you haven't asked to see the boy.
The boy can wait, Watson.
Yes, but why? Surely he's the most significant part of it.
No, because he did the writing on the church steps.
Why, yes.
Well, I suppose in that case you'd say that the chalk also had significance.
No, that was just an instrument.
Precisely, my dear Watson. Precisely.
Mr. Holmes, this is Dr. Dimanche. Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Delighted. How do you do, Doctor? Always happy to meet a colleague.
Thank you, so am I.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting. I came as soon as I got Mademoiselle's message.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Mademoiselle Grant tells me that you're the physician who attended Monsieur Carolan shortly before he died.
Yes. My last examination of him gave me no hint of what was coming.
I see. And yet you're positive he died of natural causes.
There's no doubt about it.
I believe 3 other persons died recently in Arno, shortly after their names appeared on the church steps. Did you attend them also?
Arno is a small town. I'm fortunate or unfortunate enough to be the only doctor here.
Previous to your present fortune, or misfortune, you practiced in Paris, I understand.
I see Mademoiselle Grant has briefed you well.
I told nothing of your past, Doctor.
Then how do you know?
Well, you dress with the flair of a Parisian. And if you've been living here any length of time, I should imagine you would have acquired a more homespun costume.
I might have ordered these from Paris.
On the income of a country physician. What do you think, Dr. Watson?
Hardly likely, Holmes.
Capital, Mr. Holmes. Your powers of deduction have not been overrated. But you didn't ask me here to discuss my clothes or my income. How can I help you?
Dr. Dimanche, of what exactly did Monsieur Carolan die?
Heart failure.
Were you carried out a post-mortem?
There's no need. The signs were obvious.
I see. And you saw nothing suspicious, either in the case of Monsieur Carolan or of the other victims?
Not one thing, Mr. Holmes.
That's interesting. Perhaps you'd care to put forward a theory of your own as to the connection between the prophecies and the deaths.
I have no theory. The explanation lies either in the most extraordinary combination of coincidences or in some sort of prevision on the part of the boy, Antoine.
Do you believe in prevision or telepathy?
Years ago, my professor at Salpêtrière did suggest there might be something in it. For myself, I don't know. I neither affirm nor deny.
Then I believe you can tell me nothing more for the present, Dr. Dimanche.
Don't hesitate to call on me again. No, I must go back to my surgery. I may have a patient waiting. You never can tell. I'll be here early tomorrow afternoon for the monthly examination, mademoiselle.
Dr. Dimanche examines your pupils every month, then, mademoiselle?
Yes. The health of our pupils is of the greatest concern to us.
And so it should be, Mademoiselle Grant. And so it should be. You know, it's an extraordinary thing, the odd and assorted illnesses that crop up in a boys' school.
Vous devez être en classe à cette heure au lieu de courir dans les couloirs. Allez maintenant. That is he.
So that's the boy who on 4 separate occasions was able to foretell the death of a citizen of Arno.
Well, there must be some logical explanation for it.
There is, Watson, there is.
Holmes, do you know how it was done?
Yes, that part was simple. Our main difficulty will come when we try to prevent the 5th murder.
Turn to the case of the deadly prophecy. The church on whose steps the deadly prophecies were written stood less than 100 yards from the school. I had supposed that Holmes, with his usual attention to detail, would want to examine it thoroughly, but once again he surprised me. He did not stop. And I had a fair guess that perhaps he wanted to have a little talk with a certain Madame Soulet.
Come in.
Madame Soulet?
Come in, come in. I was expecting you.
I thought you would be.
Sit down.
Thank you. Do you know why I've come to see you?
For help, naturally.
Score 1 to her, Holmes.
Let's call it information.
Trifling bits of information such as how came the boy by his deadly prophecies? Whose hand was it made them come true?
Suppose we start with a bit even more trifling. You offered charms to the victims. But how did you know who they were before they were struck down? There were no announcements made.
if the Englishman will cross my palm with English gold.
You'll tell me?
I will give the Englishman a filter, warranted to make him see so clearly and think so lucidly that all mysteries will be revealed to him. Each is as potent as the belief of the one who buys and uses it. If those four had bought instead of turning me away, who knows?
But they did turn you away.
And now all are dead. May I sell you a filter, sir? It will guard you against harm.
Come, Watson. Good day, Madame Soulet.
You are a wise man. You say little and listen well. Good day to you, sir.
Filters, bosh. We might be living in the Middle Ages. Not the Middle Ages, Watson, merely a small European village. Ah, Count Passivar, I believe.
Oui, monsieur. How do you know?
I saw you in your carriage, sir.
Ah, are you enjoying your stay in our village, Mr. Holmes?
Do you know me, Count?
I saw you from my carriage.
Ah, bravo, Count. As you say in France, touché. May I introduce my very good friend, Dr. Watson?
Enchanté, Docteur.
How do you do, sir?
Have you formed any conclusions, Mr. Holmes, as to the names that were written on the church step?
Well, at the moment, Count, I must confess that I am more interested in the names that were not written on the church step.
Mine hasn't been written on it yet.
And I don't believe it will be.
Tell me, sir, you know this village. Have you any ideas?
I am not superstitious, Dr. Watson. I do not believe...
You're not superstitious, Count?
Madame Soulet's filter, at least, can do no harm.
Good day, monsieur. Good day. There were a few points about this case which Holmes thought could best be cleared up in Paris. He had asked me to go alone, as the following night there would be a full moon, and he wanted to stay in Arno to be on hand, just in case.
What is it? What's happened?
Nothing at all, Antoine. You were walking in your sleep. Now, be a good boy and get back to bed.
I can't. There's something I must do.
Not tonight. Not tonight, Antoine.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
It means that nothing further will happen tonight. Sleep well, Mademoiselle Grand.
The carriage came to fetch me at the station. Later, I found Holmes at the school.
Well, you may go back to your class now, Antoine. Well, Watson, did you have a successful trip?
Yes, you were right.
Good.
Mr. Holmes, was the boy able to tell you anything?
No, but his silence was eloquent. Oh, by the way, I should like to have the use of the headmaster's study for a little gathering shortly before midnight.
You name the murderer?
No, he will name himself.
It's almost midnight, Mr. Holmes. Must we wait much longer?
Ah, good evening, Count. I think you all know Count Passivar. Count, you met Dr. Watson in front of Madame Soulet's cottage. Would you be so good as to take that chair, Count? I expect you're all wondering why you've been invited here at such a late hour this evening. Well, we are concerned with the murder of Monsieur Carolan and of 3 other citizens of Arno before him.
Mr. Holmes are sure they died natural death.
I happen to believe that they were murdered. Now, the question is, with what motive? Profit? But these were ordinary people of modest means. The murderer could scarcely hope to enrich himself at the cost of their lives. Now, a thought occurred to me, and I decided to go and see Count Passivar and ask him if his life had been threatened too.
It has been.
And this is the feature of the case that most intrigues me. Blackmail has often been the prelude to murder, but here, for the first time, murder became the prelude to blackmail. What was demanded of you, Count?
100,000 francs.
And if you didn't pay?
My name was next to appear on the church tips.
So you see, extortion was the motive from the first. And to that end, an atmosphere of terror was built up by means of 4 successive murders. It would take a man of superhuman courage to resist.
But, Mr. Holmes, the names were written by one of our pupils. What possible connection could an 8-year-old boy have with such a scheme?
Yes, Antoine. Just an unwitting tool.
Of whom? The blackmailer must be someone who could have poisoned 4 people.
Don't distress yourself, Madame Soulet. The killer meant suspicion to fall on you. But a person of your simple habits wouldn't play so dangerous a game. No. There is a suspect close at hand, who not only had an expert knowledge of poisons, but to whom the boy has been far more accessible. Accessible regularly once a month. This suspect was once a pupil of Dr. Charcot, who lectured on hypnotism at Salpêtrière Hospital in Paris. It would have been as easy for him to send Antoine on his monthly errands as to wind up a mechanical toy. Dr. Watson.
Yes?
Yesterday in Paris, you made certain inquiries into the character and education of this suspect. What did you discover?
I discovered that he was a spendthrift and a wastrel who had quit Paris in order to escape his creditors.
It's a lie. Calm yourself, Dr. Dimanche. I, too, have dabbled in hypnotism. This morning, Antoine and I had a little talk. I suggested that he come down here at midnight and point out the person who instructed him to write on the church steps. The person he was instructed not to remember when out of the hypnotic trance. It lacks but 1 minute to 12 now.
Stay where you are, all of you.
Don't be a fool, Doctor. When I visited your office this afternoon to look over your stock of drugs, I took the very ordinary precaution of emptying the cartridges from your gun.
Should we wait for the boy to make the identification, Mr. Holmes?
Mademoiselle, Mr. Holmes's deductions are always completely truthful and completely accurate. But the methods by which he achieves these ends are not always so straightforward. He said that he'd hypnotized the little boy to have him come here tonight at midnight.
How did you know it was a bluff?
You also said that the gun was unloaded.
Oh,